I'm about to be a grumpy raptor. That's so fun and awful and wonderful and stupid. Weh. Not you, Mime. Let's put Cherry and Sassy and Brad and that one dude. Let's get you all up here in the egg box. There you are. And I'm sure we've got an ad break that we have to sit through now. I apologize for that. I don't know exactly what happened, but OBS and Stream Elements both shut down, and they told me that for some reason my Twitch streaming key had been disconnected and could not be found. And then they were attempting to relaunch and go live again without the key, which is how it connects to the streamer service in the first place. And it connected, but then it wouldn't let me say that I was streaming again. It thought it was still streaming and apparently wasn't. So just kind of had to do a hard reset there. And this is probably because Stream Elements literally just updated yesterday. But alas, despite that little hiccup and another ad break starting soon, we persist. That does throw me off in terms of timestamps, though, because we were doing real good. We had, I think, an hour left, give or take. Let me see. Oh, for fuck's sake. How long have I been out? Okay, not for too long. It looks like we left off at 5 hours and 15 minutes. So that gives us about 45 minutes to fill. Thankfully, I think we can pull that off. Provided that we have no more hiccups anyway. All right, let's pick things back up again. There you go. Ad should be over. Horrors persist, but so do we. Yes. I think we can move these elbows out a little further. Let's try it. It's funny, I catch myself drawing all of their hands the way that I draw Popple's hands because they're gloved. And I just have a natural tendency to draw gloved hands as very, like, poofy. I guess I get that from drawing Sonic stuff. This is not a pleasant transition from one part of this arm to the other, though. Does this hand have to be raised? Can we get away with it being lower so I don't have to draw the rest of that arm? Maybe. Or maybe we can put the thumb in the way so we don't have to draw that. Would that work? Oh, I got the wrong tool. Tangent. Hmm. It doesn't even look like a thumb. Is the music... Oh, it probably isn't because I had to reset. Hold on one moment. Okay, there we go. All right, Jax is officially my least favorite Amazing Digital Circus character to draw. I am willing to admit that. At least if I have to draw him for an emote, because his proportions are so emote unfriendly. I don't know how every time I rearrange this hand, it somehow still is in the way. Like, this shoulder line is lining up perfectly with some part of this fucking hand, no matter where I put it. Hmm. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. This emote didn't even need another hand on it. Why did I do this? If you ever have a day where you think that you've accomplished nothing, just know that you can always go back and watch one of my streams in which I spend 7 hours doing nothing. Sorry, I'm being snarky at myself. I don't need to be doing that. This is the clown in me trying to cope with the fact that I have spent so long on this rabbit's hands, on this emote, these emotes, that should not even have anything to do with his hands. Make it smaller. What if it were smaller? Good enough. Good enough. That's what we aim for. At least at this point in the stream. Now, like, this is the worst part is now I've, like, worked so hard on this. I feel like Jax's emotes are gonna be 10,000 times more detailed than anyone else's, and they're gonna stand out really bad. Oh, well. Could we put his palm? We could maybe work with that. What if he were resting his face on this other hand? I'm gonna try something real quick with this. Let me cook. Let me cook. Then we'd be hiding most of the chest. Would he still look cheeky? We can change this. We can move this a little bit. I'm gonna try something. Sorry for not being as chatty here in this last hour of stream and whatnot. I am just kind of trying to focus in on what it is that's bothering me so much with these. And I think what I can do, since I like him kind of leaning forward more like this, let's have, we'll bring that hand back around a little more. Give our thumb, and we can do something, point this finger kind of cheekily or something. We're going to have to show him leaning forward, though. That's the tricky part. So I don't really think that this hand angle will work for that. Mutiny! I'm overthrowing all of this concept. I'm doing something new. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm making it everyone else's problem. Something is happening with this. Too many fingers are happening. There's something here for this. Is this what was already there before that I erased because I said I didn't like it? If so, I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm frustrating myself too. Oh, I just don't like these emotes, I don't think. Ugh. Not gonna lie. I'm frustrated. I feel like all I've done is kind of run in circles with this. Not thrilled. What have you been working on, Ink? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, that's just bad. Very, very bad. Are we finally making some form of progress? I'm scared to acknowledge it. Now, what if I did the same thing here that I did on the other one where I changed the angle of the hand? Because I don't hate this one, but I don't really love it yet either. Let's do a quick save. And then we're going to try and change this angle. There's potential, but I don't know how much. Let's get it kind of in the same area as what we have. This does nothing to enhance the emote. What am I doing? feel like at least that one offers something to the emote. This hand does nothing. It's not benefiting the expression in any way. It's just filling space. Where's this one? There, we don't need you. See, the problem is I already have a version of it too that doesn't have that hand, that has it put down. And the problem with this one is that now there's just like a big empty space. And that looks just as shitty. Hmm. This would be why I don't take commissions. I mean, I have spent 6 hours today redoing sketches that I've already done. And I am no closer to my goal. Honestly, this cheeky face would have been much better to go with. Don't really know what kind of face that is. I hate this. All right. I think I'm going to give up. I think I am not mentally in a place that wants to do this. Am I disappointed? Yes. Not in myself, just in the day, in the way that things have gone. Got about 3 minutes, and our ads are coming up. The only other thought I can have here is to do like a cheeky little wave, which I don't know how to draw. Hate it. Maybe I just need to walk away from it for a day or two. Because the more I look at it now, the more I'm upset with all of it. And that's usually my sign that I'm donezo. I need to walk away. Very grumpy raptor.
Oi, oi, 僕の CD が欲しいって。ほら、受け取りな。プレゼントするのはパルコ・フォルゴレさ。父をもげ、パルコ・フォルゴレ。
You know what? You're right. Nothing cheers the grumps better than Chi 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 hop by boing boing. Chi 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 hop by boing boing.
Hey, come on!
Moge 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 moge. Chi chi wo moge. Thank you, Tot. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I was just about to close out myself!
VT has raided the channel with 25 eggs.
Goodness! Hello, everyone! Oh, dear. You're here just in time for Parco Fogore. Welcome, everyone.
Space can now hatch from their egg.
It is apparently villain time. Everyone, hi.
Urayamirin _ VT can now hatch from their egg.
Thank you very much for the raid. Let me scroll up and see who was even the one responsible. Kurayami Rin.
Sunking Lian can now hatch from their egg.
Thank you very much for the raid. You guys were just chatting? Oh my gosh, oh my god. Thank you, everyone.
Orskos can now hatch from their egg.
Goodness, look at all the little eggies down there. Hey, even more.
Neko _ Tain can now hatch from their egg.
Thank you, everyone. Iron Man Fogore, invincible Fogore.
Ninjista can now
Brave
hatch
and
from
strong
their egg.
Fogore, he always saves the day.
Metal Charlotte can now hatch from their egg.
We were doing some art and I ended up with chatting. Oh, chat making me draw cursed doodles. You know what? We had the same thing happen earlier, but it was my fault.
If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out.
Thank you for the hydrate. We ended up falling down a rabbit hole of the anatomy of centaurs versus the anatomy of nagas. And where would the genitalia fall between either? It's quite an interesting debate. Also, thank you for the big stretch. It is very overdue for that. I know it looks like I've only been streaming for an hour here. This is actually our 6th hour. My OBS shut down towards the end there. Oh, wow. Love you guys. Gonna go to bed. Void is sleepy. Good night, Void. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for joining us, everyone from the raid here. And Kira, let me go ahead and throw you a follow. I would love to check out some of your art sometime. Dropped you a follow anyway so I can catch you next time. Vice versa, right back at you. But thank you so much for the raid, for bringing your little eggies by here. I will look after them very carefully. Those of you who have just followed, if you're familiar with stream avatars, that's where all of these little dinosaurs have come from. You're all the eggs. But in order to hatch from your egg, you would just have to use the Stream Avatars add-on, which you can find on desktop with the little twinkle beside my head here. If you float your mouse over that, that's where it is. You click that, and you can hatch into any of the dinosaurs on the list if you are a follower. If you're not, you will remain an egg, but you can change what color egg you are. And you can also find another page on there that is the action window where you can engage with other people in the chat. Today we have been working on Jax's emotes for my amazing digital circus emotes that we've been trying to kind of compile over the last, I don't know, weeks, months? I don't know how long it's been now. But, oh no, what happened? What is happening?
Shard just subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Shard's Owls.
Ah! It's a hype train!
Pax on Time just subscribed for 1
An
month.
anonymous gifter has gifted 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much! Holy crap! Wow, that is so generous! Every one of you who have gotten a sub.
For 1 month.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to talk over her.
Tier 1 sub to Unzero Lifefather.
I'm gonna just lower her volume a little bit. All of you who are receiving one of these subs, though, I would very much like to request that you pay that thought forward and go about your day tomorrow trying to bring a gift into someone else's life. It can be a kind compliment, it can be a favor, it can be anything. Just something positive to bring into the world to somebody else. Get a gift, give a gift. She's gonna be going for a little bit here.
Toaster just subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Maniacal Toaster.
Oh my gosh, how many are left?
That boy Chris just
oh, Popple, you're overflowing!
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to that boy.
He's so full of snowmen.
Catalyst Designs just subscribed for 1
We've
month.
met the follower goal twice in one stream. Goodness!
Catalyst Designs.
I can't even keep up with chat.
Subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Mirage in Space.
Maybe, can I like...
Robin
I don't want to like skip them because I appreciate them.
An anonymous
but I also don't want to like have to have her keep going forever. I say her, it's supposed to be Popple. It will be eventually. But obviously, well, not obviously, all of you new people don't know Popple. He is not a British woman. He is in fact quite a gay southern man. You're such a kind soul and I love you so much already. Oh, thank you! You guys are so sweet. Congrats. Thank you. It should be almost done. Sounds like it. Sounds like she's wrapped up here. We love that. Thank you guys so much. Holy crap. Wow, 200. That's huge. I didn't think I would be ever reaching this point. Oh, I'm speechless. Look at all those eggs! Poor Papa, he's overflowing with mints now. I don't have a command prompt for him to say thank you, with the exception of hugs and kisses. He will thank you for those. But from both me and Popple, thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. Your support is huge. This is my first time kind of drawing for public again and drawing in like a viewer's eye, and it's really been overwhelming just how much positive reaction there's been. Your model and color scheme are insanely cool. Thank you! That is Moss, my main, I guess, persona. I still kind of... I'm not super deep into the furry community, even though I've been part of it for a very long time. I used to do a bunch of, like, costume stuff. I used to sell resin bases and stuff for fursuits, but unfortunately, the fursuit economy has been suffering quite a bit in our current economy. So that whole thing didn't really work out. But now I'm here doing art, trying to kind of get back on my feet in the creative sense of things again. And it's been really awesome because I've been meeting a lot of people like you guys who've just been super supportive, and it's wild to me having come from a background where that has not really been a thing. I can only imagine how bad it's gotten. I remember furs being really expensive even just a few years ago. Oh, yes. Yeah, I honestly don't know how some people are still doing it, but kudos to them. Actually, only just recently, I saw a post that Dream Vision Creations, which are like one of the original big name fursuit base makers or fursuit part makers, they announced, I think a month ago maybe, that if they aren't able to get into any conventions this year, then this will be their final year. Just as a whole, even with online sales, which is really disheartening, but I don't think it'll be the end of all fursuits and whatnot. I don't think it'll be the end of fur conventions. If anything, I think that we're just kind of in a weird space where it's gonna go on hiatus for a little while. But at the same time, I think that it's going to cause a huge boom in the virtual reality space. If anything, I feel like it already has. Actually, oh crap! I'm a new streamer, guys. I'm still kind of figuring this out. I forgot to even tell you what the fuck I do. Obviously art. But I am a variety streamer. I do artwork on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2D Tuesdays like today, where we do drawing. And then 3D Thursdays, I do 3D modeling, and I work in Blender and Unity to make VR chat avatars for the virtual space, oftentimes furries. I also do gaming on Wednesdays, but that's just kind of our goofy time. But since we are probably going to wrap up here, because we don't have a whole lot left of the stream, you did catch me quite at the end, I would love to show you guys the models that I do since you're very new, and I haven't been able to show that off just kind of at a glance here. So let's just sort of wrap things up on the emotes for the time being. Save Jax where he is, even though he was a hot mess. I got caught up in my own head today. Oh my god! What is happening? Help!
Frosty a Fiend has raided the channel with
Frosty,
4
no!
eggs.
Okay, not really, no. Thank you very much. It's good to see you. I am overwhelmed. You're the second person to raid now, and I was supposed to end stream like 30 minutes ago. But hi, welcome. Welcome, Frosty. What were you playing earlier? I was gonna take a look there. You were playing Fortnite! I thought it was either that or Marvel Rivals, because that's what everyone's been playing right now. But it's very good to see you. How did it go? It's been a hot minute since I did anything in Blender. Actually, big shout out, because we were just talking about it. Frosty Fiend here is also a Blender modeler. They also make models for VR chat. And they actually do something I don't see a lot of people do, which is mechas. They do other things too. Furries. You were working on that My Little Pony one not too long ago. And you've got that ankle biter. I believe you also have a mecha werewolf that was featured as one of the Halloween avatars on VRChat last year? Question mark? But please, definitely go check out their stuff.
Lord Quadros can now hatch from their egg.
Thank you for the follow, Lord Quadros. And that goes for everybody else who have joined us. Including you!
Chiron's eye can now hatch from their egg.
Oh my gosh. Poor Popple. Oh, I didn't explain that either. Popple is my mascot. He is kind of just here with us. He is an NPC of sorts. He started as an Amazing Digital Circus fan character, but I've kind of branched out from that, and he is becoming his own entity in the interwebs at this point. Over time, I'm hoping to incorporate him as an actual NPC that you guys will be able to do a lot more interactions with, but currently he only has a base sort of algorithm through Stream Elements' chatbox program. Chatbot program. Oh my god. I'm so flustered. But if we say hello to him, he will say hello back. There are some other prompts that he can respond to, but it's very limited because it's not a very advanced AI of any sort. We are very anti-AI here when it comes to all of the stuff throughout, you know, the art world right now. Writing and art as a whole. But we are working on creating an entity for him that will not be part of all of that in the long run. But as I was trying to say here, I'm finishing up on Jax. I'm going to go ahead and stop with his here. I've redone 2 of his emotes, and I'm probably going to end up redoing this one as well. Just because I wasn't happy with the state of where they were. We also touched base on some of Ragatha's. We're going to do her stupid drunk face instead of the one that we had before, which was this kind of, you can do it, motivational. So we'll save that one as well. And then Zooble was also on our list to kind of address today, but we didn't get that far. This is the only emote I'm still questioning whether or not I want to change anything about with Zooble. And if you guys weren't aware, earlier today, the official voice cast of Amazing Digital Circus were doing a live stream to raise money for people who have been displaced or affected by the LA wildfires, because a lot of them are out there. And so we were watching that at the beginning of stream today. Did a couple of doodles for some of the shenanigans that were going on with the characters. Ragatha went insane trying to put as much as she possibly could on every burger. Oh! Thank you for the cheer! 500 bits, wow! And Popple gets even fuller.
Just cheered 500 bits.
I do apologize. We have our ads, our last ads of the night coming up here. They're going to go in about a minute. It runs for 3 minutes straight, and then we have no ads for the rest of the hour. That's so we can have an hour pretty much fully and uninterrupted with the ads. Oh, another cheer! Popple's been stuffed full.
I just cheered 96 bits.
Oh! Almost lost it. He caught it last minute. I honestly don't know how he caught that one. But that about wraps up all of our 2D stuff. I would love to show you guys some of my 3D works. Since most of you at this point are new. But we do have our ads going fairly soon. I apologize for those who might miss out. Oh, we were using this as a reference earlier. Oh wow!
Urayami_VT just subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub.
Thank you for another gifted sub!
VT.
Actually, hold on. Why is Popple's alert so far over? Where is that? These alerts. Need to scooch that over a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and replay that one, actually, so I can make sure that he's in the right position. Okay.
Urayamirin underscore
There we
VT
go.
just subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Urayamirin underscore VT.
My goodness. And another sub. Wow!
Kyron's I
Anonymous!
just subscribed for 1 month.
Thank you so
An anonymous
much.
user gifted a tier 1 sub to Kyron's I.
Man, I'm sitting here thinking that this has been a bad day because I didn't get any of the emotes inked that I wanted to get inked because I ended up redrawing all of them, and here I am, flustered out of my mind because you guys are so sweet. Ooh, let me see. Hold on. Trying to get Blender open here for you. Let's go ahead and turn side off. Hello!
Orskos just subscribed for 1 month.
Thank you
An
again!
anonymous user gifted a
Papa's
tier 1
losing
sub to
his stuff at
Orskos.
this point. So many gifts! You guys are so generous! Hold on, let's gather up our eggs. All these little eggs down here. Let's see how many we've got. That's 3. Oh, nope. Nope. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Did I get them all? Now I'll know if any of you hatch. And of course we need our egg guardian. Where are you, Snake? There we are. All right. Our ads have about 20 seconds left. Once they're back, I'll go ahead and show you guys some of the 3D works that I've got, that I have made, or what I'm currently working on. And we will be picking back up with that on Thursday this week. There we go. Ads should be over for everybody. So if you'd like to stop by again, this is what I will be working on Thursday. This is a commission for a good buddy of mine. His name is Neptune. And this is his character, who's also named Neptune. I have been working on making his VR chat avatar based off of the artwork over here by I Am eSpectre. I want to make sure I give proper credit for that because it is in their art style, which is very similar to my art style, but definitely has its own unique traits to it. And I always want to make sure that, because I know because it's similar, people might confuse it. Go check them out. They have a really awesome style and make some really, really cool references. Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Locknith Gaming just subscribed for 1 month.
How many was that?
User gifted a tier 1 sub to Locknith Gaming.
5 more. How many has this been?
Rain_SD
I've lost count.
Ram just subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Rain.
That is the most appropriate use for that emote at this point, because I am feeling the same.
Frosty Fiend just subscribed for 1 month. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Frosty Fiend.
Did you make your PNG model? I love your thick art style. It's my favorite to draw. Yes, I did make my PNG tuber.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub
I haven't made any of those on
Smith
commission for
Chaos.
anyone yet, but I am planning to in the near future. I'm hoping to start taking some commissions for slightly simpler characters. They won't be as animated as this one, but I have a couple of my accessories. This is my just chatting. We've got tablet for drawing. Oops. And of course, we've got the controller for gaming. It is, in fact, a GameCube controller because that is what I use. It's my same GameCube controller that I've had since I was a kid. thank you again so much for all of those subs. Holy crap. And again, those of you who are receiving these gifted subs, please, I would love to encourage you to tomorrow or whenever you are able to, since it's pretty late tonight here, at least for me, to try and pay that forward. So not necessarily in terms of monetary value, but tomorrow or whenever you're able to, try and do something nice for somebody. Whether it's a compliment or just helping them out, doing them a favor, it doesn't matter. Anything to bring some positivity into the world. That's our whole goal. Doesn't matter how small. But yes, this is what we'll be working on Thursday. I've got to start the texture on his jacket because I've just about finished up the texture on the pants and the shirt. He also had, oh, ignore that. He's also got this belt here. And that actually doesn't have the right texture on it right now. Probably because my computer crashed last time that we were working on it. So let's actually update that. We want to replace this image with the one that is not messed up. Probably that one. Nope, that one is messed up. Unless it didn't save the UVs on it. Ooh, that's not good. Let's find out. It didn't. Interesting. Okay. So, last time I was working on... Ah! Whoa! Who is this?
Heartbreaker Fox just subscribed for 1 month. And
Is this multiple people?
1 sub to for Heartbreaker Fox.
Thank you. Dang, everyone's subscribed now. No one's going to have to see ads. Well, if you don't know anything about 3D modeling, that's no big deal. I'm more than happy to educate along the way while I do things. I really, really like to encourage people to ask questions over what I'm doing if they don't know what I'm doing, because I like to explain how the process goes, especially if it's going to be encouraging for somebody else to pick up Blender and start working on their own projects, because Blender is a free program. There are a ton of tutorials all over YouTube, and it's very easy to just kind of pick up and start messing with. So if you want to learn 3D modeling, I'd be more than happy to show you guys the tutorials that I started with. I've only been doing this for a couple of years, and I am entirely self-taught, just from my own experiences of, you know, being in VR chat, playing in any kind of video games. Just took a fascination with it ever since I was a kid, but only recently had a computer that could actually run the program. But yes, you get to see some behind-the-scenes magic, like how we get a model to not clip through its clothes. And the way we do that is to cheat and have the shape keys. Oops. Have shape keys that shrink the body underneath. And that way we can have it be naked. And yes, I did spend far too much time sculpting this butt. That'll be Thursday's project. I would like to show you guys some of the other ones that I have, though, just because I don't feel like I've gotten to show much outside of NEP since I started streaming. The last commission that I had before him was Cotton. Cotton belongs to another client of mine, an old friend. I believe they go by Rasputin on Blue Sky and Fur Affinity. Okay, there's Cotton. This was also a VR chat avatar. It was their OC. He's like a little kobold dragon creature of some sort. Very fluffy. Got a very big booty. That was like the defining character trait of this specific character, was that he had to have a big bum. He also has his own little kobold coin. In Cotton we trust. And the actual avatar has a function on it where if you punch him in the face, a bunch of those coins will fly out of him, just like Sonic the Hedgehog. They'll fly out, bounce, hit the ground, and make the same sound. I don't know if we have any mascot horror fans, but I also have been trying to make up some of my own stylized versions of mascot horror characters. So we have a work in progress here of my sun and moon model from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Currently we have him as sun. Still very much just kind of in its whip stages. But I'm thrilled with his design, and he is partially rigged already. I will be cleaning him up probably immediately after finishing NEP if I don't take another commission right away. Although I do have someone lined up who has been letting me know that they are eager to have their model done next. He does also have a moon toggle, which will not activate very well here, but let's see if I can switch over his little parts so you can see the moon version. Everything is on individual meshes right now, so it's going to take a second. Once this is uploaded in-game, though, it will have a toggle that automatically switches everything over, and it'll be all animated and nice. There we are. So there's Moon. And then we also have some more realistic styled. Let's make sure this is the right one. This is a furry base that I've been working on. Actually not really happy with all of this fur that it currently has. I feel like it ended up getting a little bit too, I don't know what the right word would be, but fibrous comes to mind. But this is for an oriental long hair, or short hair if you take the fur off. It will be a base that I'll be selling eventually. So if you remove the fur, it can be a short hair or it can be a sphinx. And lastly, I can show off the Poppy Playtime one that I was working on not too terribly long ago. Actually, which would you prefer? Murder drones or Poppy Playtime? Those ears are perfect. Thank you! We gotta vote for Poppy. All right. So this would be my player that I have stylized that I'm working on. He still has a lot of work that needs to be done, but if you've played Poppy Playtime or Project Playtime more specifically, this is the player model of the game that kind of represents the main character. The eyes themselves are googly eyes. They are animated so that they will bounce around just like regular googly eyes once they are active, but he also has the grab pack extension with the hands, and in Unity, once I get the retexture done, because there's going to be a regular texture and then this one that has just a placeholder right now, but it'll have stickers all over it. And, you know, scuffed marks and kids' doodles, something to make him look a little bit more played with. He also has the Playtime logo on his feet. But he will have a working grab pack mechanic in VR chat. So once I finish this one, it'll be a public one. And it will be able to shoot the hands off. They will hit any kind of contact that will stop the hand and then recoil it. And it is entirely based on a particle system. And that's all stuff that you guys are going to get to watch me do on stream. As long as I'm not doing it on my off time. I prefer to do things like this on stream, though, because it gives me someone to talk to. I can show one more. And we'll go with Dog Day just because he's another one that's closest to done. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure Dog Day is saved in a pose that is goofy. Because I was just messing around with it and left it to be funny as a prank on myself. And I think I have accidentally shown it before without realizing that. So if he looks like he's in a funky pose, that's why. Yep. Let's fix that. So Dog Day's actually, I'm pretty sure almost ready to upload. I think all that was left on him was a couple of texture issues. Oh, his emotions. I'm sorry. He doesn't have his emotes done yet. But other than that, he should be, I believe, fully rigged. I did decide that I want to go back and add some extra fluff to his head, though, because he looks kind of bald. Big old bald puppy. He is one that also will have a free public use one, because I do have a little watermark on here for him. And he will be available for purchase. All of them will be available for purchase at some point once they're done. But none until I get Nep done. But yeah, that's what you guys can look forward to seeing on Thursdays. I know I've been talking your ears off here. I just didn't want you guys to show up and not have to see anything and have to immediately be thrown somewhere else. Tomorrow, I'll also be doing our Wicked Wednesdays, or it's Wacky Wednesdays when it's not October. But we're still doing spoopy games. We've just started up doing Bendy and the Dark Revival because we played through Bendy and the Ink Machine. And I gotta say, it's a lot better than Bendy and the Ink Machine so far. It actually has more decent plot so far. That being said, let's move over to our Just Chatting layout while I've wrapped things up for the night. And of course, it's no longer daytime, so we need to change it to one of our nightly backgrounds. There we are. Alrighty. Now, I've kind of already given you guys the rundown on what's to come for the rest of the week here. Your entire layout is so cool. I love it. Thank you. I can't take full credit. I mean, not for myself anyway. The artist who made this originally is, I believe, Sunrise Jelly on Etsy. Let me make sure of that. I would love to link their page because they make some really amazing stuff for streams. Here we are. So that is their shop. These assets came from them. They are their original creations. So like the chat box and the webcam box and whatnot, the background. That is all thanks to them. And you can purchase that same exact UI yourself if you wish, but they have many to choose from, and I can't recommend them enough. They're very good quality work. Also, not sponsored, by the way. No one sponsors me. I'm just here. I like to credit people. I like to share information. It's one of my love languages. But I guess I don't really have much to cover now for the rest of the week here, since we kind of talked about that already. Let's see who else is live right now. Nobody! Oh gosh. I've got all of these people now and no one to throw them at. We can fix that. If you guys have any recommendations for people that you like to watch who are live right now, please don't hesitate to let me know some names because I would love to support somebody else and throw you their way. Right now, the normal people that I would be throwing you guys at are not available. So what I'm going to do until someone else is able to come up with something, if they are, I will look on the browsing section for art and see if we can find another streamer with similar vibes. To be honest, I just found you looking through the art tab. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Flurries 1. They are streaming Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2. Let's take a look at them. That's not a no, by the way. It's just that I'd like to try and, if I'm doing art, I want to try and throw people towards more art. Actually, how long have they been streaming? Let's take a look here. Oh, they've only been going for about an hour. I like this. All right. I'm going to throw you guys at someone who I don't know anything about, but I really like what they're doing. They are a traditional artist. Their username is Something Pretty, and they are currently working on doing some painting. I can't really tell because I'm going through the ads right now. It looks like it might be watercolor, but they have a very cool illustration, like fantasy art book kind of style. It looks like they've been working on a dragon sketch in pencil. But I'm definitely a big fan of what they're doing. I'm going to throw you guys their way so we can all check them out. Oh, and just like my channel, they are listed here as for mature audiences. Oop, not sure why that just timed you out. Hold on, let me fix that. Actually, this might take a second, so hold on. It's just because I didn't have the window open already. If any of my mods can get that before I can, please be my guest. Uh-oh, that's not coming up in the mod view. Why? Okay, hold on. We've got to cancel this raid for now because I don't want to leave this person timed out in any way. Sorry. Like I said, I am a new streamer, so I'm not super savvy on all of this stuff yet. Untime out? Oh, let's try it. Are you there, Ninjin? Yay! We did it, team! Thank you guys for the help on that, because I genuinely did not know what the command was for it, and without it showing up in the auto mod queue, I don't really know how to fix it. So thank you. All right, let's get that raid ready to go again. Looks like they're mostly talking right now, maybe trying to build up some inspiration for what they're about to start doing next. I didn't like that I was saying I haven't seen the Lenny face in forever, but I pasted the face. Oh, yes. So it has a filter to get rid of that. Anyone who's using any kind of symbols and things like that, because symbols can be used to censor out swears and slurs and things like that, and I'm not okay with people using certain words. So it's just sort of an auto mod feature, and I apologize for that. I didn't know it would censor the Lenny face. All right. Oh, and then we need a raid message, of course. All right. So if you like, you can copy and paste this message. Totally up to you. Either way, if you are going to join with this raid, make sure that you come along with something positive to bring to the table, some compliments for the artist, or just a good mentality to sit and enjoy whatever it is that they're doing. But thank you guys so much for joining. It was a pleasure to meet you all. I look forward to seeing you guys with the next streams if you decide to come back around. Thank you everyone for raiding. I hope you guys have a great day. Love you all very much. Goodbye.